Good morning and welcome to News Superfast. I'm Nolan Pinto. Now, in a tragic incident, a 4-year-old girl was found dead in a water sump. The deceased has been identified as Shravani from Udaynagar. It is reported that the incident took place around 3 in the afternoon when Shravani's mother, Shobha, was busy with household chores. Shravani, who was playing in front of the house, accidentally slipped into the sump. Hours later, Shobha, who went in search for her, was shocked to find Shravani's body in the sump. As of now, a case has been registered at the Mahadevpura police station. In fact, this is not the first such incident that has taken place in the city. In the past, we have seen many incidents wherein kids or little kids have fallen into sumps in under construction buildings because the sumps have been kept open. Now, in this case, it's very different. The sump was in front of the house, and someone was quite irresponsible in keeping the sump open in spite of knowing that there is a little kid running around in the house. And that is what happened. When the mother was busy with her household chores, this little girl went about her work of playing and fell into the sump accidentally. Now, hours later, her mother Shobha, who went in search for her, was shocked to find her daughter Shravani's body in the sump. As of now, a case has been registered at the Mahadevpura police station. Now, the formation of Kaveri Management Board has caused quite a bit of turmoil in the state, but the MPs from Karnataka are all set to tackle this.
An important meeting chaired by Chief Minister Siddaramaiah was held last night at Vidhana Sauda. The meeting was attended by Jagadish Shettar, H.D. Kumaraswamy, Ambarish, Chief Secretary Kaushik Mukherjee and Advocate Ravi Verma Kumar, among others. It was unanimously decided that all state leaders and MPs would meet the Prime Minister today to voice their opinion against the formation of Kaveri Management Board. The meeting will be held around 11 in the morning. All the leaders will first gather for breakfast get-together at Karnataka Bhavan, which will be hosted by Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. The leaders will then decide on the memorandum to be submitted to the Prime Minister.
ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾಳೆ 8:30ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಎಂಪಿಗಳನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು, ರಾಜ್ಯದಿಂದ ಕೇಂದ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಯಾರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದು ಸಭೆ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ನಾಳೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳನ್ನ ನಿಯೋಗ ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಲೋಕಸಭಾ ಸದಸ್ಯರುಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್ಗಳು, leader of the opposition.
Regarding constituting Kaveri Management Board is concerned, that it is not necessary because all the matter is pending before the Supreme Court. So we will meet the Honorable Prime Minister.
It is being reported that the leaders will also file a review petition in the Apex Court questioning the Kaveri Water Dispute Tribunal's previous verdict. Also, it was decided in the meeting that setting up of a Kaveri Management Board was totally uncalled for when the Supreme Court has already appointed a Kaveri Monitoring Committee. These are some of the issues the state leaders are set to take up with the Prime Minister today. It now remains to be seen if the Prime Minister will agree to the demands of the delegation from Karnataka or go against it in a bid to woo Jayalalitha. A News9 report.
Now, how often have you heard of people complaining about auto drivers and how they were cheated for a few extra bucks? Well, here's a man who will restore your faith in the apparently disliked lot.
What would you do if you travel to a foreign country and find out that you have lost your passport, money, license and other important documents in a matter of hours? That was a situation this tourist from Thailand was in. But thankfully for Khan, Sardar, an auto driver in the city, came to his rescue. Khan hired Sardar's auto from ISKCON to Shivaji Nagar last evening. Khan and his friend were carrying a backpack with all important documents a foreigner usually travels with. But as fate would have it, an absent-minded Khan forgot the backpack in the auto. Fortunately for him, Sardar walked straight to the Yashwantpur police station the moment he discovered an abandoned bag in his auto rickshaw last night. The cops went through the contents and the first thing they did was call the apparent owner. Khan arrived at the police station to find the bag and his money, debit cards, all intact. He couldn't have been gladder.
My bag is on police station. I never feel this before because I really miss my my wallet, my bag. I have an ID card, I have a debit card, ATM. It's really important to me to stay here in India. He is a really good man. I have to thank you him.
The auto drivers in Bengaluru are often considered to be a dishonest lot for taking their passengers on a ride. But here is one guy who proves it is all nothing but a common misconception. Vishnu Prasad, News 9, Bengaluru.
Now paint your house or apartment building into Mamata Banerjee's favourite colour white and sky blue and get a waiver on property tax for a full year. Well, you heard that right. The mayor and the council of the TMC-run Kolkata Municipal Corporation has passed this proposal. Mamata Banerjee's favourite colour scheme is all set to make it to private dwellings after transforming flyovers, bridges and government buildings across the city. She believes it will lift the city's spirits. The proposal will now be placed before the state cabinet and if okayed, will be sent to the governor for his signature. However, commercial buildings will not be granted the waiver. Sources in the civic body said that the waiver would be granted only if an entire building is painted in blue and white and not a portion of it. The civic body is calling it a tax incentive. If there is no rethink, the Trinamool government, which has 195 members in the 294-member assembly, has the numbers to get an amendment passed. Now in the World Cup season, fans of Messi and Argentina might not mind houses being painted in their team's signature colours, but builders did not seem thrilled about this. The KMC decision also runs the risk of being construed as an infringement on the right to property. In fact, paint your house or apartment building into Mamata Banerjee's favourite colour white and sky blue and get a waiver on property tax for a full year. And well, you heard us right. The mayor and the council of the TMC-run Kolkata Municipal Corporation has passed this proposal. Mamata Banerjee's favourite colour scheme is all set to make it to private dwellings after transforming flyovers, bridges and also government buildings across the state and the city. She believes it will lift the city's spirits. The proposal will now be placed before the state cabinet and if okayed, will be sent to the governor for his signature. However, commercial buildings will not be granted the waiver. Sources in the civic body said that the waiver will be granted only if an entire building is painted in blue and white and not just a portion of it. Now, this dam that we are going to tell you was built for reasons of safety, but it has now turned out to be a safe haven for soil mining. Here's a report.
The Lal Bahadur Shastri Dam is built across the Krishna River. Now, there is a rule forbidding all sorts of mining around the dam because it could pose security issues. Truth to say, mining activities go on uninhibited. As the water recedes in the dam, the ground that is exposed is used for mining. Though it is a serious problem, nothing much is being done to curb it. Sources say that the police are hand in glove with the local goons.
ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಣ್ಣು ಒಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಎರಡು ವಿಷಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂತೆ ಒಂದು ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಅದು ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಮಣ್ಣನ್ನು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬೇಕಾಬಿಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಒಯ್ಯಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಾದ ಇದೆ.
The soil mined here is being sold at exorbitant prices. A tractor load of soil costs 1,200 rupees and a tipper load of soil costs 2,000 rupees. The CEO of KBJNL, Anantaramaiah, has not bothered to look into the issue. It is said that Congress MLA and Irrigation Minister M.B. Patil, who hails from this region, uses his clout to muzzle the officials. For the mining activity to go on, it is imperative that you get the requisite permission from the government, but nothing has happened. Water Resources Minister M.B. Patil, who hails from Bijapur, should immediately look into the matter. His silence has led to many questions. One more theory doing the rounds is that there is a cold war going on between Basavana Bagewadi MLA Shivananda Patil and the Minister Patil himself. but it is important that the differences be put aside in the interests of the dam. Ashok Yadali, News 9, Bijapur.
He is a police constable and he is supposed to abide by the law and be a model for others to follow. But what he did is completely contradictory. Take a look.
This is Bevinahalli in Chitradurga Taluk. Apurna hails from this village. She is 16 years old. At a time when she should be playing with other children her age, she is married. Yes, Apurna is married to a police constable Rajanayaka, hailing from Bhima Samudra. The marriage took place on June 8th. Based on this information, officials of the Women and Child Welfare Department raided the Kalyan Mantapa in which the marriage took place. But before they could do so, Rajanayaka had vacated the place. The story did not end there. The officials have procured the birth details of the girl and it has been established she was born on 24th April 1998. Using this as evidence, the officials have lodged a case against Rajanayaka.
18 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. ನಂತರ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಕಲೆ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ICPS ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಮಂಜುನಾಥನ್ನ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲ್ವಿಚಾರಕಿ ವಿಜಯ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಸ್ಥಳಕ್ಕೆ ಭೇಟಿ ಕಳಿಸಿ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಕಳಿಸಿ ಅದನ್ನು ತಡೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿತು. ಈ ಬರೋ ಅನ್ನೋ ಸೂಚನೆ ತಿಳಿದು ಅವರು ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಆಗಲೇ ಮದುವೆ ಮುಗಿಸಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಸುದ್ದಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು.
It is also said that many politicians took part in the wedding. Officials fear that the constable, who has a lot of clout in the department, might muzzle the entire incident. It is indeed a sad development. A police constable who must abide by the law has himself gone against it. Officials concerned must take swift action to ensure that such incidents don't recur. Basvaraj Mudanur, News 9, Chitradurga.